Hey everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video you are going to learn how you can use Google Form responses to collect the data of your leads and customers and add them into a CRM application automatically. So we are going to do this with the help of an automation which will allow you to streamline and fast pace your customer relationship management and improve your efficiency as well. Now let me show you how you can do this. So this is how the flow of this automation is going to look like. As and when you receive a response through Google Forms from your customers or leads, the data of the person will be delivered to Apollo CRM application, and the person who have filled this form will be added as contact here in this CRM application. And this is going to happen automatically, and to make this happen, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part of setting up this automation is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge, so anyone can set up this automation very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first step to set up this automation is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account, and for this you can use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and it will give you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay. So after setting up your account, you can log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. And on this page, guys, you have to start working by creating a workflow. So to create a workflow, you just have to click here on this create workflow button. And here in this name field, you can give any suitable name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So here I have given the name to this workflow as add contacts from Google Form responses into Apollo CRM. Okay, now you can click here on this create button and you can see your workflow getting created here like this. Okay, and on this page, guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation is going to work on these things. So the trigger here is the happening of any event, okay, that is going to trigger this workflow. So it is saying when this happens, and the action is the response to the trigger, so it is saying do this. All right, as in our use case, the trigger would be a Google Form submission, and the action to that trigger would be to send the person who have filled this form into Apollo CRM as a contact. Okay, so first of all, you have to set up your trigger here. So for this, you have to select the trigger application as Google Forms. This is Google Forms, right, guys? Select it, and here in the trigger event, you have to select this new response received. So it will trigger this workflow when a form is submitted. Okay, right, and it will give you this URL. This is called as a webhook URL, guys, and with the help of this we are going to fetch the responses out from the Google Forms to here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can follow these instructions to do that. Let me tell you how you can connect your Google Forms with the help of this webhook URL. So first of all, you can copy this URL from here, click on copy, and then you have to open the form. So this is the form that I have. And here you can see this is a spreadsheet connected to this form in which the data from the form is arriving. Okay, and here you can see we have these fields, these columns, the timestamp. So here the time and date at which the form is filling is going to arrive. Here the name, the email, the company, and the phone number will arrive from the form. Okay, so here you have to click on this extensions button, and from this add-ons, click on get add-ons, and this window will open up, which is Google Workspace Marketplace. From here you have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, this is it, and you have to install this add-on here in your spreadsheet. So it will take only 2 minutes to install this add-on. After as you can see, I have already installed it. It is written install, so I do not need to install it again. So once you install it, after that you have to refresh your spreadsheet. This is an important step. After installing Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, you have to refresh this spreadsheet. Okay, after that you have to click on extensions, and you will find this Pabbly Connect webhooks option readily available here, and from here click on initial setup. This is initial setup. Okay, and here in this webhook URL field, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from Pabbly Connect, and here in the trigger column you have to fill the header or the name of the last data entry column you have in your spreadsheet. So let me show you. So the E column is the last data entry column or the final data entry column we have. As and when this column is going to be filled, this will trigger the workflow. Okay, So I'm clicking on extensions, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks I'm going to initial setup, and in the webhook URL field, let me change this webhook URL. I'm pasting my one, okay, and here I have the trigger column is E column. Now let me show you one thing more. In your workflow, as you have copied this webhook URL, it started showing here waiting for the response, waiting for webhook response. Okay, now when you entered these things, the webhook URL and the trigger column, and you click on send test, the data of the first row you have will be delivered to Pabbly Connect as a demo response or as a test response. But currently we do not have any data, so let me fill the form first. Okay, where is the form? So I'm opening this form here, and here I'm going to fill this form by these details. You can see the name of the person is Mr. Akash Bhelkar. This is the email ID, this is the phone number, and this is the company's name. And I'm clicking on submit here, and you can see the form response gets submitted. Now let me check in the spreadsheet connected with that form if we have received the response. And you can see we have received the response of the form like this. This is the timestamp, this is the name, then email, the phone number, and the company's name. Okay. Now let me open the extensions, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks I'm going to initial setup, and here let me paste the webhook URL, the trigger column. Okay. Now I'm clicking on send test, and you can see it is showing the test data sent successfully here. Okay, let's check in our workflow if we got the details of the data of this test data, and you can see the test data collected here in Pabbly Connect like this. Okay, so that's how you can capture the form's response. And now you can click on submit here, and you have to do one thing more. Go to extensions again, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks click on send on event button. Okay, so please do check on check to click on send on event button. So when you click here, what will happen, whenever a new entry will appear here in a new row, the data will be delivered automatically and fetched by Pabbly Connect. Okay, so after that, what we want, so now we want to add this person who have filled this form in Apollo CRM application. Okay, for that to happen, you have to connect your Apollo CRM in this actions tab. So from this choose app field, type Apollo. Okay, this is Apollo CRM, and here you have to select the action event as create a contact. Okay, then click on connect here, and from this window select add new connection option, and here it will ask for this API key to make the connection with Apollo. So you can click here on this here text, and integration page of Apollo will open up, and from here only you can get this API key. You can click on show key, copy this key from here, okay, and paste the key here in this API key field in our workflow, and then click on save, and you will be connected with Apollo like this. Okay, now it is asking for the first name, the last name, the organization's name, and the email to create a contact in Apollo CRM. So we are going to use this test data that we have received in the first step to map here in this second step and to create a contact. So to map the data, you just have to click here on this first name, and you'll find this Google Forms new response received option in the drop down, and from here only you can map the name like this. Okay, so for the last name, okay, so guys, we got the full name as this only, but it is showing the column, the fields as the first name and the last name separately. So you can use a feature by Pabbly which is called text formatter. Let me show you. I'm clicking here on between these two steps. I'm clicking here on this plus icon, and another step will open up. And from here, I'm going to choose a feature by Pabbly which is called text formatter. Okay. And here in this action event, I'm going to choose split text option. Okay, then click on connect, and here it is asking which text you want to split. So I want to split this name here into first name and the last name. So I'm going to map this name label here in this field. So when you click on text to split, it will show you this previous step. From here, map the name, and I want to separate the first name and the last name from this space. So this space is our separator. Here you can see you have to enter the characters, special characters are allowed, or word separators to split the text on. For space as a separator, you have to use this. So just copy this format and paste it here like this. Okay, and in the segment index, which parts you want from this string of words. So I'm going to select all options, so it will separate out the first name and the last name. I'm clicking on save and send test request here, and you can see that in this result label the name got splitted as this, Akash and Bhelkar. So this is the first name and this is the last name. Now I can map these things here. Okay, so let me make the connection again. So I'm using existing connection now because we have already connected. Just click on save, and now when you click on first name, you will find this both of previous steps here, and from this text formatter, I'm going to map the first name. Here I'm going to map the last name. Okay, and here in the organization's name, so you will find the organization's name from the first tab. Here is the organization or company's name. For the email, use the first tab. This is the email address. And for the title, you can provide any title. You can select the contact stage also as the cold or approaching or interested. I'm making it approaching. Okay, if you have any website URL, you can put it here. If you have the address of the person, you can put the address here. These are not compulsory things, so I'm leaving these things blank. Now you can check the connection with Apollo CRM by clicking on save and send test request. Let me show you. This is my Apollo CRM, and this is the list I have of the contacts. Okay, like this. Now let me click here on save and send test request, and we'll check again if a new contact get added or not. And here you can see we have received this response here like this. Now let me show you in Apollo. I'm refreshing this list here, and currently I have 12 contacts here. And now you can see another contact is added and it is showing 13 contacts. Okay, let me find out where the contact gets saved. And when you scroll down, you will find this contact here, Wisdom of Studio, Akash Bhelkar. Okay, so this is the contact added just right now in front of you, and our connection is working properly with Apollo. And now we are done setting up this automation. Let me show you a quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, in this trigger, I connected Google Forms, and with the help of this webhook URL, I connected the form and fetched the test details from the form like this. After that, I applied a split text or text formatter by Pabbly with split text as the action event, and splitted the name into first and the last name like this. And then I applied in the section step Apollo CRM application and mapped the details like this. And why we map these things? So when you map these things, what will happen in real time when you receive a real response from your lead or customer via Google Forms, this data is going to change accordingly and a new contact will got added here. I can show you a real-time example. Let me show you. So I have opened my form, and now I am filling this form in the name as Heather Khan. Now this person is Heather Khan and the company name is Magnet Brains. Okay, and now I am submitting this form again. Okay, the form is submitted here. Now I will show you directly in Apollo CRM if this person got added or not. So this is my Apollo CRM's page, and here I am refreshing this list again. And here you can see now we got 14 contacts. Let me show you if a new contact added or not. And you can see Heather Khan is added here. Okay, so this is how it is going to work in real time, guys. And we are done setting up this automation. And the good part is you can use this this automation setup only, this workflow only that I have created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description, and you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.